Welcome. Let's solve for n and y here. Okay, so we are given square root of n plus square root of y equals 5 and square root of n times square root of y equals 5. Solution. Now let's represent square root of n and that of y by a variable, a different variable. So let's square root of n be m, okay, and that of y be x. Okay, so from here my n is m, so I have m plus x equals to 5. So then mx equals to 5. So let's label this one as equation 1 and label this one as equation 2. So from here we can make one of the variable from equation 1 the subject. So from 1, so x, okay, or m is the same as 5 minus x, so that will be the third equation. So let's put 3 and 2. So there's m, that will be 5 minus x times x equals to 5. So let's expand the left hand side. That will be 5x minus x squared minus 5 equals to 0. So let's arrange this one. Let's send everything to the other side. That will be x squared minus 5x plus 5 equal to 0. So from here we can solve for x. This one is a quadratic. So quadratic equal to 0. So let's send this one to this side. We want to go by method of computing of squares. So we have x squared minus 5x plus minus 5. So let's take half of coefficient of x or squared. So that will be minus 5 on 2 or squared. Let's add this to both sides of the equation. So we have minus 5 on 2 equals to minus 5 on 2 minus 5. So from here, so x minus 5 on 2 all squared, x minus 5 on 2 all squared. So when I expand this, I'll get this. So that's the meaning, equals to, so this one squared will be 25 on 4 minus 5. So this side is still a 1. So CM is 4 here, 125, 4, 5, 20. So this one remains the same, 5 on 2 all squared. So that will be 5 on 4. So we have x minus 5 on 2, 5 on 4. So 5 on 4. So from here we can take square root, which size square root. So this side will be x minus 5 on 2 equals to plus or minus. So we can write this one as square root of 5 on square root of 4. So x minus 5 on 2 the same as plus or minus square root of 5 on 2. And the same as x equals to 5 on 2 plus or minus square root of 5 on 2. And the same as 5 plus or minus square root of 5 on 2. So that is x. So we have two answers for x. X will be 5 plus square root of 5 on 2, or 5 minus square root of 5 on 2. So let's do same to y. Let's go back. So sorry, m, we have m equals to 5 minus. So from 3, m equals to 5 minus x. So let's start with the first answer for x. 5 minus. Let's start with the positive 5, that on 2. Okay. Let's make this side a 1 and find the LCM. 2. 1 the 2 is 2. 2, 5, 10. Minus 2 here 1. So times 5. Okay. Plus square root of 5. That will be, so 10 minus, that will be 10 minus 5 minus root 5. 10 minus 5 minus 5 on 2. So my m will be 5 minus root 5. 5 minus root 5 on 2. That is for the first answer for m. Now let's go to when x is negative 5, that is 5 minus this one. Okay. So when 5 minus x, so this time 5 minus 5 on 2. So same thing, this side is 2, this side is 10. So that will be minus 5 plus root 5. So that will be 5 plus root 5 on 2. So I think the answers are symmetrical. Okay. So when x is 5 plus square root of 5 on 2, m will be 5 minus square root of 5 on 2. And when x is 5 minus square root of 5 on 2, m will be 5 minus plus square root of 5. Let me write it well. On 2. So these are the possible answers. But that is not all. Remember, we represented these variables, okay? Now they have their correspondence. So let's go back then refer. Remember, square root of n is m, and that of y is x. So m is equals to square root of n. So let's look at that. So square root of n is m. So my n will be square root of m. As simple as that. So from here, my n will be square root of, okay, 5. So these are the answers for, so we have 5 plus or minus root 5 on 2. Okay, that is for n. And for x is, let's look at x. So x is square root of y. So x square root of y. It means y will be square root of x. So y will also be 5 plus or minus square root of 5 on 2. As simple as that. Alright, so that's that.